NBA2K21 has had a pretty interesting release. Now, 99.9% of the talk about the game has been in regards to shooting and how difficult it has been for people to shoot. Now, there's other issues going on with the game. There's people having issues with my career. There's people not getting their pre-order bonuses or their VC. There's a lot of issues going on with NBA2K21, but the majority of what people are talking about is the difficulty when it comes to shooting in NBA2K21. Now, listen to me. I completely understand what you guys are saying. I streamed this game and felt like, I don't know about you guys, but type the number 4 if this is the only 2K you've ever played that you felt like you were the worst 2K player ever and you felt like you just didn't know how to play the game. That is exactly how I felt when I first started playing NBA 2K21. I made a mid-range slasher that had an 80 mid-range and a 79 3-ball, or an 84 mid-range and like a 79 3-ball with boost. It was in the low 80s for my 3-point. I could not hit a shot. It was so frustrating to the point where I would go like 1 for 14 and I would lose the game for my team. And it was so frustrating to the point where I can't even tell you how many times I picked up my controller and I wanted to literally throw it across the room. I was so angry and frustrated and just was not having a good time. 2K was not fun. If you play 2K and you miss every wide open shot, it's not going to be fun. I don't care what anyone says. If you think you're a competitive player or you think there's a skill gap, whatever you call it, to missing wide open shots when you have like a mid 80s, then I don't know what to tell you. You should be able to hit shots if you have a mid 3-point rating and you're wide open, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Some people call it a skill gap. Some people don't. I don't really know. It's all over the place, but for the most part, I've been playing 2K for a long time. If you have a mid 3-pointer with badges, you should not be missing wide open consistently. Now, that's how I felt. I made a play shot. As you guys can see in the background, I'm shooting pretty well. That's because I made a 6-2 play shot, and I actually feel like I can shoot. It's crazy because when I did this, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to make the same build as everyone else because everyone was making a playmaking shot creator. Everyone was making a shot creator. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I want to be different. I want to kind of enjoy the game differently. I'll be able to shoot. My ratings are high enough. No. To shoot this year as a point guard, you literally have to be a shot creator or a playmaking shot creator, or you are not consistently hitting shots. And I can tell you that from experience because I have the build, the mid-range slasher, that is terrible. It is the worst build that I think I've ever made. And it's not even bad because of the statistics or the badges or anything like that. It's bad because it doesn't have 90 rating shooting. Like it doesn't have 90 rating mid-range, 90 rating 3-pointer, so it's useless. You can't shoot. You can't do anything. The only builds that you can use are shot creators and playmaking shot creators. Now, in terms of the shooting, everyone felt this way. Everyone still feels this way. They feels like there needs to be a buff to shooting. Now, Annoying TV tweeted out about shooting, about how Mike Wang was apparently supposed to change it. I made a video about that in my last video. But Ronnie2K replied to this, and I'm not kidding you. This is a marketing director of a billion-dollar company, okay? The head lead of the 2K franchise, or the basketball part of 2K franchise, NBA2K. This is what he said. He said, wrong. He told you he was going to turn off the wind on the 2's court temporarily to test. Check with us before you say something crazy, LOL. So, I want you guys to just understand this, okay? This is why a lot of people don't like Ronnie, and this is why a lot of people don't like 2K, is because what is this tweet? What are we doing right now, Ronnie 2K? Ronald, okay, man? What are we doing? And anyone working at 2K, that I know you're not going to watch this video, but just for the sake of you watching this video, what are we doing? What are you talking about turning off the wind on the 2's court temporarily? What does that have to do with anything that's going on? Unless, think of this, imagine this, just imagine this. It's going to blow your mind, I know, but coming from 2K, it shouldn't be shocking. Imagine this. Imagine 2K saying that the wind on the beach, I can't even take this seriously when I'm saying it. This has to be a troll. Imagine them saying this is 2K implying that the wind on the beach has an effect on how you shoot the ball. It's either that's the case or Ronnie 2K thinks it's funny to just say the dumbest thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life. What is funny about that? People hate this game right now because it is so hard to shoot. People are not having fun with this game, and people are regretting purchasing this game. And you're on Twitter, number one, trolling, or number two, telling us that the virtual wind is a part of the reason why shooting is so difficult. And then LD2K replied to this, and he said, This is correct. No shooting fix. Gameplay team and Mike are looking at all the feedback. Okay, so I can guarantee you that 90%, 85, 90% of the feedback that they are getting about shooting is negative. People do not like making a build that has mid-range 80s and are missing wide open shots. Now listen to me. I understand where some of you guys are coming from who want to consider it a skill gap. Do I think builds with 70s or mid-70s should be shooting threes consistently? No, and I've always said that. I've always said lockdown should never have a consistent three-pointer. I've always said that pure rim should never have a consistent three-pointer. I've always agreed with that. Pardon me. I've always agreed with that. I don't think those builds should be able to shoot like that. But I think if you have a mid-rating 80s or a lower rating 80s, you should be able to at least somewhat hit your shots. I'm not kidding you. When I played on the mid-range slasher and I had an 84 mid, I was going like 1 for 12 from the mid-range. Like 15 feet away from the basket, I was shooting full whites and missing every single shot. It didn't go in unless it was green. And it's so frustrating. I know what you guys are feeling. I know a lot of you guys watching this video can relate. Missing like that does not make the game fun. It makes it unenjoyable. It makes you not want to even play the game. But the only thing I can suggest to a lot of you guys, if you're guards, is make a play shot. Now, if you guys don't have a play shot already, I don't know. It's the only thing that really makes the game somewhat enjoyable for me. Because when I was playing on the mid-range slasher, it was terrible. So obviously when people can't shoot, they're going to want a update. So NBA2K21 saw this after the complaints, after the feedback, and they actually ended up changing the shooting. Now, they changed the shooting for everything but the neighborhood. So they tweeted out this. They said, 2K21 shooting hotfix will hit tomorrow, which is today, I believe, when I'm making this video, the 6th. I believe today is September 6th. I don't know. I lost track of my days, but they said the 6th. Yeah, so today. So the update hit today, but the only thing that changed was shooting for rookie, pro, and all-star difficulty. So shooting stays the same on higher difficulties and the neighborhood. So this is a good thing and a bad thing. This is a good thing because my career, it will be easier to get badges, because I know a lot of you guys were complaining that my career, it was extremely hard to shoot. But the neighborhood, nothing's going to change. The only thing that's going to change is that if you guys get badges, it may help with your shooting. Now, the my career stuff will help with hot zones. I don't know if can someone in the I was gonna say chat, could someone in the comments tell me if hot zones carry over from my career to park? Because obviously I'm confused. I don't play my career regardless, but just for the sake of this tweet, if you were to go to my career and play and get all of your hotspots, do they carry over to the park? But that was the tweet. So they changed all of the shooting minus the neighborhood. That's the only thing they changed, and that was the most complaints they were getting. So them not changing the shooting now and changing everything else confirms that they are never going to touch the shooting for the entirety of current gen. The only time they do is if every content creator complains about it. So I don't know. It seems like we're going to be in for a long year if a lot of you guys didn't make playmaking shot creators, because those are the only builds, that and a pure shot creator, that I've seen be able to shoot. But anyways, let me know your guys' build in the comments section below. Type your build right now, and I want to see what all you guys made to see where you guys are sitting at. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like. Do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.